Good afternoon, August 1st, say 2 p.m. This is when I made this video. All right. Hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday. I got my grandkids with me this weekend. So let me teach you guys what I bought. I'm going to go over it real easy, real simple. I got a bag of strobes if you guys want them. I have some here. And I have the relays. These are your 60-80s and these are your 30-40s. Okay. These are waterproof. Now look at the relay. See it? It's not like a normal relay. It snaps in and it's waterproof. This is what I'm talking about with rewiring this right here. You could change these excuse me. You could change these wires out, put these on it, and then you can mount this on a wall right next to the pump. So if the relay goes bad, you just switch out the relay. You don't have to take the pump head apart, okay? That's what the relays are for, and if you're building all this stuff, that's what you use relays for. I could give you a class on relays if you would like. I used to build relays in cars all day long. We have the shutoffs. This is a 30 amp shutoff, low voltage shutoff, and this is a 20 amp low voltage shutoff. I like these on the sprayer buckets, especially for you guys that don't read how many amp hours product is, and you're using your batteries until you deplete them, and then you're burning up the pumps. So let's go back to here. This is why I bought this little machine for you guys, like I always say, right? Let's get it turned on. Now, in front of us, we have an auto return ball valve, 2-wire. Takes 5 to 6 seconds to open and close. I'm not worried about that. Inside this remote, you have a relay as well. Okay. Now you are going to fuse your ball valve at the battery. This is like a one. What is this? 5 watts. So it's like a half an amp. So I use, like, on a run, I would use a 5 amp first, 10 amp. See what your numbers are. Depends on your run. That's going to change how long the wires are. So you got to take your voltage reading, make sure the drop is right, so on and so forth, like I teach you. Okay, so simple, so easy, guys. Let me teach you exactly how this thing is made outside the box. So we have a $25 remote, we have a $40 ball valve, and we have a $5 strobe. Now it's going to blind you, so I'm going to cover it. But I'm going to show you how this works. Right now, it's off, but I'm going to supply power. Okay, now I have power to the box. So that's like pushing the power button on your smart box, right? So now this is hooked up on your downstream. You have this going into your downstream, and on the other side, you got it going to your SH tank, right? Now, doesn't matter which way this goes. People call me all the time, Eddie, what goes on what side, Eddie? It's a ball valve, guys. It doesn't matter what side, okay? It opens and closes. So that's covered. So these things will go 1,000 feet, guys. I've used this for many, many years, and I love this. I've made this for certain friends because I don't make this because of all the comments out there. I'm so tired of listening to these guys talk about how crappy this is when this thing is amazing. We're going to take it to another level, right? So let me show you this first. So you got, boom, turn it on. Now, ball valve opens. Now you get SH. The light is flashing, right? The light's flashing. Ball valve is open. So that means you are getting SH when you turn it on. The light is blinking. Why is the light blinking? Well, the light is on this side. This is your input on the left side, power and negative. On the right side, why does the LED blink when the ball valve opens? Well, I'm sending power to this, from this side to this side, right? So now when this comes on, if I turn it off, the light shuts off, the ball valve closes. I don't think that takes long at all. Some people cry that it takes that long, but I guess they're in a rush to get jobs done. So I want more, no SH, it shuts it off. Turn it back on, now it opens, light comes on, and you got SH. So simple, guys. Now, let's take it a little further. You could take this in a 3/4 and put this on your SH, on your soft wash system, okay? When you're in the back, and you don't want SH, instead of running all the way up to your proportioner, you just turn this off, right? So you would leave it on when you're using it. That's telling you that your soft wash SH is on, right? You don't want it, you shut it off, light goes off, your ball valve SH on your soft wash closes, so now you don't have to run back to the truck. Now, this setup right here, like I just said, is $25. This might be about $50 on the 3/4 and a $5 part. So now you just made your own downstream for less than $100 plus a box, whatever box you want to use. Some people don't even put this in a box. This needs to go in a box. This is not waterproof. So, like I said, you have this. You could put on your your proportioner manifold on your SH, and now it will shut the SH off for you, so you don't have to run back to the truck all the time. Downstreaming, I use this on both of my machines for many, many years. The only reason why I bought a bypass is because that kid, he made my first, I forgot his name, I just went blank. He made me the first 1/2 inch because I refused to run 3/8 on my 8 gallons. It's just me. That's the way I've been taught. I use 1/2 inch jumpers on my 8 to the reel because the reels are half. And it helps the pump. So, if there's anything else I could help you with, excuse me. Like I said, I have the relays, I have the pump to show you the low voltage cutoffs. These are all things that are going to save you out in the field, right? This is going to save you. Why? Because it's going to shut it off and you won't break anything. This one's for a higher, like I said. And you have bus bars, right? Which are way easier than taking wires every time it breaks and crimping them and putting solder in them and putting heat shrink on them, blah, blah, blah. You just take your ring terminals and you prep your pump, right? And you have these on, your backup pump. And when your pump breaks, you just unscrew these, slide the negative and positive off of the pump, slide the new one on, boom, you're done. See how fast the change out is? Speed, recovery, right? So I have a bag of strobes if you guys want them. These strobes, there's a little, excuse me, there's a yellow wire, changes the patterns. So these things do like 15 patterns for say. This is plastic, and my buddy's using it, and he's been using it for 2 years now, and he hasn't had a problem. And I have a fuse on mine. So he's been running it with no problem. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, Remco, the relays. Now these relays, what these relays will do is they'll be able to let you to throw more amps. The 3040s, the originals that came out of them originally, before they changed them to the 4060s, because now they're 40s. Well, that's an old one, but that one's the one I just tested. But they switched them to 4060s now. But that's why I use these, as well as now I got the 6080 in. 6080, the only difference is you're going to be able to throw more amps to this relay versus the 3040 is why you guys burn them up with the thin wire. You don't need new relays. If you run the right wire, you use the right tip, and you have everything gauged. You should never really have to do this stuff. This is being done because of the way you're working the pump. So if you're burning through relays, that's the way you're coming on and off the gun, the wrong tip, too low a voltage. Doesn't matter, guys. It's all numbers. But if there's anything else I can help you with, hopefully this video is good for you. You learned something, let me know. Thank you. Have a great day.